Greetings and welcome to another excellent World of Tanks video. Hey, there's some slight rumbles of thunder over here, so if you hear that, well then that's what it is. Nothing else. So, as the title says, this is 3 marks of excellence on the FV-101. Now, the only problem with that is that it isn't mine. It's Browny. So, it's fantastic. But this is not my tank. This is Browny's tank. My tank doesn't have 3. I only have 1 so far. So, it's still awesome, but I just thought I would clarify this up front. And that's what you're seeing is Browny's garage, and he wanted to make sure that, you know, anybody could see that there's 3 marks on his barrel, which is fantastic. Now, the good part is I was in the final 2 games that he played before, you know, as he got his mark. And man, I'm telling you, those are the 2 best games I've ever seen in a 101. Which is also good and bad, because it's good because those were fantastic games, but it's bad because it wasn't me. But that's okay. I gotta call it as I see it. I wish I could tell you that, well, you know, I played the 2 greatest games you ever seen. You know, well, I didn't. It was Browny, and man, he was awesome. But I was there with him to assist, you know, do whatever, anything I could to help him. And I did do some help for him, which was good. And I mean, I contributed a tiny, tiny bit to what he did. But man, he was just awesome. And we're going to show you both of those games because it's that good. And this is going to be a knock your socks off type of video. So please leave a like for this video. It deserves to be circulated around YouTube like nobody's business. This is going to be, you know, nasty good. So let's get to Browny's business right now. This is my tank. I only have 1. Now this is my winter camo, so it's black on the winter camo, but if we switched it to summer camo, it would be white. And Browny's, I think, was a desert camo, so it's, you know, it's there to contrast with your camouflage. If you have dark camouflage, it's white. If it's light camouflage, like my snow camo, then it's black. Why don't we just do that? Here's the summer. See that? It switches instantly to white. White on desert, black on my, you know, gray urban. So there you go. Fantastic. This is a terrific tank for us. You know, and it's really kind of funny. We were, you know, talking about this stuff, and you know, I made the joke. It's like, man, this is not cool because he's over here working on this 3 marks of excellence, and I'm the one who started this revolution over here. And they were like, yeah, they laughed because it was funny because it's true. You know, he's making me look bad. Not really, but I mean, he's just played fantastic. Welcome to Severogorsk. So this is, well, that's me. Let me switch a Ruski. That's not him. There he is. I'm switching off of my own tank, and we're going to follow Browny because, let's face it, he's the star of the show. In the way I normally phrase this, he's Batman and I'm Robin. So we're going to follow Batman in the Batmobile. Now, Severogorsk is, you know, it's a good map. I have no problems with this map, but it's not a map that's ideal for light tanks. It's a little more compact, which means there's less, you know, crazy maneuvering room. Terrific. It was a very good, what I call a GTA drive-by. And the funny part is, this is not, well, I would say this is not Browny's primary, means of expertise, but man, he is fantastic. He's a medium or heavy tank guy. I think he considers himself really a medium tank expert. But man, he's phenomenal in this tank. I mean, he's just great all around. What can you say? Now I'm rolling with him. That's me in front of him to the right with the flag. I took massive damage off of the ramp, but I was lucky to recover and keep things alive. I was there to be a distraction so people could not focus directly on Browny. And I'm dust now, but I did a great job of getting, like 1,500 plus damage after I lost literally 80% of my health from the ramp. So my goal in these matches is to be a distraction for guys trying to hurt him. He's the star of the show, because he's the one that was the closest to a mark. So I'm expendable to help him if that's what it needs to happen. And I'd had a lot of guys focusing on me, which was good. That meant less focusing on Browny, and, well, don't worry, he extracts his revenge. I mean, I'm sure there's been games played in a 101 better than Browny played. Oh, man, I've never seen one. This is a phenomenal game here, but it's really deceptive. And what's so deceptive is that the way he makes it look so easy. And that guy doesn't even know he's there. It's just crazy. So now this has been like 3.5 minutes. It doesn't last much longer, really. But if you look at this game, Browny's decisions that he made were unbelievable. He made great decision after great decision after great decision. And the result is he's going to score a monster nasty kill. He's going to post a monster score. And I was there. I'm watching it again, of course, here. Made it look like it was nothing. He made it look so easy that anyone could watch this video and go, I can do that. Well, I mean, I'm all for being optimistic. It's conceivably possible, but no, you're not going to do what he's doing. There's a lot of practice. You're going to have to do a lot of preparation and practice to get to this level. I mean, it's amazing. When I look at it, I'm like, oh man, he just abused these guys. Just an absolutely fantastic set of decisions. I mean, boom, it's over. I mean, it's ridiculous. I think you really probably need to look at it again. That's just, rewind and go check it out. So, Browny, 4,800 damage plus spotting. It was sick. And I swear, it doesn't even look like he was working hard. That's the thing that's so shocking. Here we are at my end of game screen. I mean, I had a good game overall, third place, but Browny was just unbelievable. He was just, I don't know, he was just maneuvering around like it was the Matrix, okay? And they're shooting at him, and he's just dodging all the shots, really fantastic stuff. But it's hard to really grasp how effortless it was for him. It was just unbelievable. It's just, when you play a game like that, it just feels different. And I was watching this and I'm like, oh my God, this guy is unbelievable. I got killed, of course. You saw that I died. And so I'm following him, you know, warning him of things that he may not be seeing as he's focusing on other targets. You know, I really didn't do much in that regard because it was just phenomenal the entire match. It was sick. It was really sick. Okay, I mean, this is, you know, that's just my stuff. I didn't get anything special there. Spartan is okay. I mean, I made a good comeback after getting hammered. Literally, like in 30 seconds of the game, I was down to 20% of health. And I was able to hang around and avoid damage as long as possible to somehow snake my way into third place overall, which is actually more difficult. What I did was more difficult than what he did, sort of, because if they just go one shot, you're dead. So what he did is way better than what I did, but I was one shot from death until I got shot by one shot and then I died. So it was one of those things. I mean, I wasn't even in his league because what he did was so devastating. Look at that. Look at that spotting. 3,200. That is 8,048 combined total. That is a combined total damage of 8,048. Now, I've seen higher numbers than this. I have a match that Top and I were in where Top posted a better score than this. But the one with myself and Top was a very, you know, chaotic battle, you know, a back and forth struggle. This one was like a surgeon. He's just going in, cutting out the cancer and makes it look easy, okay? Just absolutely phenomenal. This is the best I've ever seen because the efficiency factor is through the roof for Browny. And also, you know, it's under 5 minutes. That's just disgusting. No one should be that good in under 5 minutes. I'm just going to throw it out there, okay? So, this is an A+ performance. That's all I need to say. Now, let me get you Browny's results. This is the break photo. Again, the one from the beginning. I don't have the individual stats for Browny's performance at Severogorsk. We saw that it was an 8,000 plus combination, but you don't need to see more than that. I mean, you saw the kills, you saw the 8,000 combined damage, a phenomenal result. Now we're going to move to the actual 3-mark game, another work of art. So strap yourselves in and get ready to rock. Welcome to Vineyards. This was a great site potentially for us because Vineyards is a very good map for light tank scoring. In fact, I need to go and find Browny. They're killing me. What's the story here? There we go. Remember, he's Batman. I'm Robin. Holy light tanks, Batman. This was another map where I was... you can see he's got 2 marks at this point. Right there on the barrel. Easy to see right there. I was taking damage. Man, everybody in their base area was shooting at me. I was hit multiple times, which is fine. It was bogus that it was happening to me, you know, on the personal level. But I told Browny, you know, hey, I'm here to be the bullet magnet, and if I can, you know, cause disruption and chaos that forces them to shoot at me, that means they're not shooting at our hero, Browny. Because, I mean, he's literally, I told him before this match that he is one match like the one he had in Severogorsk away from his 3 marks. That snow map was another, it was his 4th ace performance in this tank. To give you a context, I checked and I found out I didn't have any. I have first class performances, and I had some great freaking games. Nope. Oh, nice. He thinks this is Tony Hawk for tanks. But anyway, I don't have a single ace badge in the 101, which is shocking. So that's just, the way it is. He had 4 today at this point. Spoiler alert, at the end of the game, he has 5. Browny agreed with me. He did think that the snow map was a better game because it's not an easy map. He made it's a decent map for light tanks, but this is a much better light tank map. But he made that snow map look like it was just a cakewalk, which it was not. I mean, he makes this one look good too, though. But this one's a little more wide open and more maneuver friendly. Whoops, my mistake. Oh, there you go. Yeah, 2 guys. Well, that guy's dead. Look out, Char, you're gonna get smoked, buddy. He doesn't know who he's messing with, does he? He just smoked 2 mediums in 101. And followed that up with another kill of a tank destroyer. The dude's a total freak. Hey, well, he's not invincible. As awesome as he played, even Browny is not invincible. So, I'm toast. Who the heck do we have that did well? I don't know. I remember one guy. Looking for blue. I don't know. We'll just go with this dude. Now this match only lasts like a little over 6 minutes. So it's almost, 5 minutes. It says about a minute and a half. There's a minute and a half or less left in this game. Well, that's nothing spectacular. Let's get somebody moving. People don't want to watch and see a guy sitting around just waiting. But I mean, that killing streak that Browny went on with those 2 after those 2 mediums are chasing him was indicative of just how great this match was. He dusted 2 mediums trailing him, and then went and whacked that tank destroyer, and made it look like it was very simple, which it was not. Some dudes have it, and he's got it. All right, so not much left here. Well, that's not that great, but hey, he did kill him. The smoke didn't help, but that was very well done. Okay. Gee, I wonder who the MVP is. Not really. I knew who it was. Come on. This one, the numbers are even better than the previous map. Here we are at the end of game screen for myself, and I have end of game screen stuff for Browny as well. Now, I had a good match, a very good match actually. 4,200 combined. Take that any day of the week. No question about it. Only has one kill, but third class badge, nothing special. Got a spotter. Browny, as an MVP, he was nothing short of phenomenal. 5 kills and made it look like, it was something that was nothing to him. 5187 damage, sick. 5,400 spotting damage, double sick. I got a lot of the same damage, spotting damage. I was in the area with Browny up until I died, and I had like 3,300 when I died, and then at that time I switched to him. He had 3,500, so he was very similar to me at that point. But his game went up like 3 notches, essentially, in scoring. This is the best scoring game I've ever seen in a 101. Now, I still think the snow map was the best game that he played, but this is a phenomenal game. It's absolutely A+ all the way. No question. Here is Browny's end of game screen, and man, it's a good one. Look at that. 5,000 commander experience. That's fine. 150,000 silver. He didn't use any boosters, because when you score like that, you're going to get that kind of money. I've made 90, 100 grand in 101 from butt kicking scoring. But man, this dude set the bar to a new level that I have not seen. As we saw, of course, 5 kills. The 2 mediums and the tank destroyer, dude, I thought those were just unbelievable. Top notch. Son, you don't know you're messing with Batman. I wouldn't recommend it. And they got dusted for it. 5,100 damage. Outstanding in itself. You should be crowing with pride for that. But then he goes and adds to it another 5,000 plus spotting. This is 10,628. Sick. That's just a sick score. This is the highest score I've ever seen in a 101 in the game. Just absolutely phenomenal. This is the spoiler alert screen. Like I said, spoiler alert, he had 5 ace badges after this game, because this is the 5th ace badge in that same tank. This isn't, 5 ace badges across the day, which itself would be awesome. This is 5 ace badges in the tank, where, as great as I am in this tank, I don't have any. That dude has, put himself on a different level. And now I'm trying to catch up to some whatever. But, so he's got, Mastery Ace badge right there. He's got a Spotter's badge with the 3 chevrons. The 3rd badge is the Fire for Effect. Do more damage than your hit points. Oh yeah, he did that. The Diamond is the Bruiser for knocking out crew or modules. And the tank with the 2 swords, that is the Duelist. He killed 2 guys that damaged him, probably the 2 mediums, really. The blue strip with the sword is the Fighter medal that you get for killing, either 4 or 5 enemies, which he killed 5. And then the big one, the square, 3 marks of excellence. In the FV-101, your damage standing is higher than 95.28% of the players. That dude is a butt kicker. And the thing that's the most impressive about all of this that I've told you is that he was working on a different tank for a 3 mark, but he just kept getting bad luck. You know, he was doing World War II, and it was, you name the bad luck, he got it. And it was just terrible. And, you know, Bernie was like, take a break, do something else. Well, so he checked his stats on his 101, and he's like, well, you know, I'm going to go and do this one. Boy, what a good choice that was. He made this 3 marks of excellence look as if it's child's play. Pay no attention that he's actually a child, okay? It was just fantastic, and I was lucky to be there in both of those games to see it firsthand. It's like, oh man, this is awesome. I got to see it, and then because I was there and using my own access to the replays, I got full replay access, and it was fantastic. So I told him, I said, I have to stop and make this video. I can't help you anymore because this is the most important thing we can do. This is the big dude. These are difficult. They're super difficult. I only have 1 tank with 2 marks of excellence. He only has 1 3, which is this one, but he's got another one that's close. But he's like, yeah, he's like, I got 1, I'm good. You know, it's one of those things, like doing a tier 10 contract. And you can do all of them if you want. Some people have. I did 1, I'm good. I'm not doing any more tier 10 contracts. It ain't happening. You know, you do this kind of thing to prove, I mean, you assume you can do it. You get to the level where you think you can do this, which is, you know, he was there on 2 tanks actually, and then he executes on this. I was like, man, that is just phenomenal. Almost beyond words. It's really good. And like I said, the most important thing was the fact that he was thwarted on 1 attempt on 1 tank, and he took another opportunity to redeem himself. I don't know if that's the right phrasing, but he didn't give up. I'd have given up. I already told him I've done a lot of other things, you know, that aren't relevant to this game. I've done other things similar to this, extracurricular activities where I was successful. So I've achieved things of this nature outside of this game. But for him, this is probably the biggest achievement he's made, because you separate the men from the boys big time on this tank. And like I said, he makes me look bad. I don't even have an ace badge in this tank. I have a mark of excellence on my 101. You all saw my tank. I do not have the ace badge. Oops. Hey, you know, sometimes, you know, it's like peaks and valleys. You know, if you don't get those high peaks, you're not going to get that ace badge. But if you have a high, consistent performance, you can get the mark of excellence, which I have. So it's really bizarre, because I think this is the only tank where I have a mark of excellence, but I do not have an ace badge. There might be another one, but the standard reality is that if I have a mark of excellence, I have an ace badge. But, you know, it's just one of those oddball things. Now, Browny has got everything. Now, there's a gold version that you can get if you hit 99%, but that's insane stuff. If you get it, whatever happens, happens, you know. We're not killing ourselves for that. 3 marks, we'll take it. It's fantastic. This is the apex, and you either have 3 marks like him and Bernie, or you're like me and don't have any. What are you going to do? It doesn't matter. Don't let that separate you in a negative way. You do great things on your own, whatever those are. And your greatness is going to differ from somebody else's greatness. And that doesn't make yours any less great than theirs, or vice versa. Your luck will be better or different than somebody else's. So you collect your accolades as you acquire them. And it's not a competition. We're like, you got this achievement, yay you, that's awesome. I'd love to have an ace badge, which is more likely than three marks of excellence on this tank. But anything could happen. I've had some monster games. Apparently not monster enough to do 5 in. I've never gotten 5 ace badges in one day on the same tank. That's not happened. 2 or 3 in artillery. Maybe in something else. But it would have been like 1 tank maybe. So, I mean, this dude is, he's up there on a strata that I have not even considered 5 ace badges in one day. I get an ace badge. I switch tanks to go to something different as a general rule because I already got an ace badge. So I'll go do something, let me see if I can, roll the dice and come up with something else that's great. But, if I've already got an ace badge on this tank, now he's working on the mark, that's completely different. So, same thing. So I've done it, like I said, in artillery. But I wouldn't, on a normal tank and I get an ace badge, I'm out of there playing something different going, hey, if I scored here, let me go over here and see if I can score something elsewhere of the similar, impressive nature. But Browny trumped us all on this tank. Man, that was great. I was so lucky to be there to chronicle what I saw so that you guys could see what I saw. So please leave a message for Browny congratulating him on his outstanding achievement. I guess I'm done now. So please leave a like for this video. Tell your friends. That way they'd have a chance to leave a like and maybe subscribe as well. Because I'm so proud to be able to show you this video and show you what he did, and that I was able just to be there to give him a little bit of assistance was just fine for me. I was thrilled. So thanks again for watching. I got lots more videos coming up to do, including Halloween stuff. So I'll see you in one of those videos very, very soon.